I'm Dr. Jaban. Let's talk about toxicity. If you're not doing something about it every single day to stay on top of it, then you're falling behind. So here's the deal. We live in a toxic environment with herbicides and pesticides, with elemental metals being put into our food supply and the air that we breathe, things that are causing us to break down are surrounding us every single day. So if you're not making strides to get ahead of this, if you're not doing some of the things that I'm about to talk about, then you're getting behind, and that's what's causing this massive epidemic of chronic illness. So let's talk a little bit. Foods need to be organic. Natural doesn't mean anything. It can be GMO free, but still have all of the chemicals all over it. So you need to eat organic. It's huge. It is an absolute must. You've got to be glyphosate free. Glyphosate is causing so much damage to our bodies. The studies are out there. I've got other videos on it. Just look it up. It is a well-known fact now. There have been lawsuits about it. Glyphosate's got to be out of our bodies. They're finding it even in kids in inner cities in their urine. So this is not just something farmers have to worry about. It's not something that just people out in rural areas that are around the crops have to worry about. It is on our food. It is soaking into our body. Eat organic. All right, what's next? Water. We all need it. We all need to drink it. It needs to be the number one thing that you're drinking, because if you're not and you're drinking other things that have other additives to it, even if they're good additives, you need to focus on just your pure water intake, because your body's mostly water. It needs to be flushed out and cleaned out. So you need to have a ton of water intake, but it's got to be clean. Tap water is never going to be fully clean. There are additives that are put in it, whether that's fluoride or if it's not being processed fully. There are a lot of different things that could be in it, such as lead, particulates from medications. So get a good source of water. If you can afford it, reverse osmosis is the best out there as far as something that's easily able to be obtained. So try to get your water to be as clean as possible. So eat organic, drink clean water. Those are the top two things. Next, containers. I'm guilty of this, so guilty of this. What are you eating your food out of? So you're eating this clean organic food, which you're probably not going to get at the restaurant you're going to at lunch. You're not going to order food that's clean and organic very often. So you pre-make your food, you're planning ahead, and you put it in containers. Are those plastic? Are you microwaving in them? Are you getting that plastic microwaved Tupperware container all over your food and then eating it? And now when you run a urine sample like I did, you get a test back that says you have plastic everywhere. So your containers, make sure that they're glass. Make sure that you cook with glass, that you're not cooking with plastic, because that's another key piece of where we can make a big dent in the toxicities in our daily lives. Now, we all live in this environment. No matter how hard we try and how perfect we try to be with living a clean life, there are still going to be toxicities that get in our body. So we've got to do something about that on a consistent basis. Maybe not the everyday basis here, but on a consistent basis, we can do these things to help give our body that fighting chance to not get these chronic diseases, neurological diseases that are going to be so much more common than ever as we move into the future based off of toxicities. So one thing that you can do is you can take some binders here and there. You can do some detox protocols, effective ones. I'm not talking about your 3-day juice fast or your 7-day liver cleanse. I'm talking about effective, longer term detoxes, especially at the start. And then after you do one longer one, which could be 3 months long at the start, after you do a longer one, then you can go back and you can do shorter things that we're going to go through down here with fasting and these home therapies. But you got to do this longer one binder. So my favorite binder for environmental toxicity is an HMET binder from Cellcore. It is one of the best ones that I've seen out there used. I've used a lot of other ones, and you can use these other ones. I used them with patients, used them myself, took high doses of them, and then I took that one, and all of a sudden, wow, I'm having Herx-like detox reactions because it's so much stronger, but I thought I was clean. So get quality supplements, get quality detoxification protocols, make sure they're long enough, put the time in. You only get one body. You need to take care of it. It's not replaceable. Every time they replace parts on patients of mine, like knees and hips and everything else, it's never the same. Well, you can't replace your brain. Yes, you can replace a heart, you can replace a liver, but your body's never the same because you have to take medications the rest of your life that suppress your immune system, that don't let you feel as good as you ever did before. So your parts that you have are the best ones you're ever going to get. Take care of them. All right, so talked about binders a little bit there. Fasting. What's important to know about fasting? Fasting is something that your body loves to do. Maybe you don't love to do it, but your body loves it because what happens? It increases growth hormone, it increases hormone acceptability in your body. It decreases the amount of energy being taken to digest and increases the amount of energy to heal. So now we get into the body's ability to innately heal itself by doing some fasting. So get out there, research your fasting. I've got lots of videos on that too. Whether it's an intermittent fast, a 24-hour fast, or a block fast, and each one has benefits that keep growing as they get longer. I intermittent fast almost every single day. I've done lots of 24-hour fasts, done some 3-day fasting, never made it way out there into the month fasting like I know some people have, but there are incredible benefits all across the board, but that's not what this video is about. And then the next thing, I wrote sauna up here as an infrared sauna, but there are so many therapies that you can do at home that force your body to clean out. If you don't sweat, sauna is great. It's going to help you to sweat. Sweating is a detoxification tool. You can also do foot baths. You can do Epsom salt baths. There are rebounders where you can jump up and down on a trampoline to help empty out your lymphatics. You can do other different types of therapies such as beamer mats that can help to increase blood flow into those capillaries, allowing that to clean out. So there's a lot of home therapies that you can do. I'm not going to go through all of them. Sauna is just one of my favorites. Castor oil pack, coffee enema. Those are all things to get your head wrapped around being a tool that you can use in your life. So remember, organic, clean water, glass containers, do a detox protocol at least once a year. Do fasting minimum once a quarter. Take care of yourself because you only get one body, and if you're not detoxing, you're toxifying. It's just one way or the other because it's everywhere around us. It's in the air we breathe right now. In the room I'm in, there are particulates you're breathing in that you have to detox out. Your body can do some of that, but in the environment we're in, it cannot do all of it.